Namaskar everyone, myself Dr. Priyanka Verma. Today we would be talking about Google Classroom. So first I'll show you a PPT which will discuss about what is Google Classroom and what are its various features. And then I'll switch on to a window where I'll show you both the students portal as well as the teachers portal. So let's firstly start with the presentation. So we need to firstly understand that what is Google Classroom. Google works with its various educators across the country to create a classroom, which is a streamlined and an easy to use tool which helps the teachers to manage their coursework. With the help of Classroom, the educators across the world, they can create their classes, they can distribute assignments, they can grade those assignments and send the feedback. What is most important point over here is not only are we sharing our assignments, but we are even grading them. And those grade points are also decided by us only. And when we are checking the assignments, we can share the feedback with the student as to what inside the assignment we liked and what inside the assignment we were not happy about. And all these things are available in one single place. So with the help of Classroom, the teachers as well as students, they can sign in from any computer or mobile device. They can access their class assignments, course materials and feedback. Now there are two entities over here. One entity is teacher and another entity is student. Teacher is the creator of the Google class and student is the one who is accessing that particular class. So teachers, they can upload their assignments, they can grade those assignments, and as a student, I would be able to see that assignment which has been given to me. Then I can upload the assignment for my teacher and I will be able to see the grades which have been assigned to me by the teacher. Plus, if in case the teacher has shared any feedback regarding my assignment, that also can be shared with me. So all our study materials, all our notes which we want to share with our students, they are available inside the classwork page, which I'll show to you. Plus, we can even give quizzes to our students. So there is a create quiz button. So if in case we want to create certain quiz for our students, that also we can do. We can manage all the people who are there inside our Google Classroom. So we can view the students who are there, the guardians also we can make them join our Google Classroom. If in case we have any co-teacher with us, so she can also join and we can see her in the people page. This point I have already discussed that we can grade the coursework securely. Now next I'll show you the Google Classroom window. So let's move on to that window where the Google Classroom is there. Now these are the two windows. This is my window where I have created the classroom. Now in this, if you are going to see, there are four tabs which are there. First tab is the stream tab. Second tab is the classwork tab. Third tab is the people tab and the fourth tab is the grades tab. Inside the stream tab, if in case I want to share something with my students, like if you see over here, I have shared a link with them that how they can submit their assignments. I've created a YouTube video so that I have shared with my students. Plus whatever thing I'll post in my classwork, be it an assignment, be it any presentation, anything, whatever I'll post in my classwork, that message is going to be streamed inside the stream tab. Like if you see, I have posted this new material, Unit 3 notes, so it's available in the stream tab. If in case I posted some assignment, so that reminder is also there that I have posted a new assignment, depth mining quiz, so that is there inside the stream tab. So whatever I want to share with my students, like this is the link for the DECA. Now this I have not shared, some student has shared because I have given these rights that the student can also upload their materials on my classroom. If in case you want to stop these students from sharing, you can always change the settings. But since I wanted my students to share certain things with me, so I have enabled this setting. So this thing is there. Now this classroom I had already created If in case you want to create a new classroom, so how do we do it? So we will basically go to the classes tab. So see, these are the two classes which are there. This is my BCA second semester class which I am currently running. Yesterday I had created a checking class, that is Webmining BCA second semester. So I'll create another class just now. I'll click on this create or join a class button. I'll create class. Now this is what I was talking about, that when the student is going to click on it, she will have to click on join class, and then as a teacher I'm doing it, so I have to click on create class button. So I click on create class. Now here I need to specify the name of my class. So let's say I enter the name as BCA Sem 4. So this is the name of my class. The section of the class, subject and room, they are not mandatory, so you may specify or you may not specify. Simply click on create button. So my class will get created and it will be visible in this classroom window. So see, if all of you can see this class, my class has been created by the name BCA Senfo. Now, how will I make my students join this class? Each Google Classroom, when we create a Google class, there is a class code which is assigned to that particular classroom. So this is the classroom code. If you will click on this display button, you can see the classroom code as highlighted. So this particular classroom code I need to share with my students. The moment the students will enter this classroom code, they will become a part of my class. So like I'll move back to my BCA second semester class, which I already have. So if I move on to the people tab, I share my classroom code with all my students. And if you can see, these are the 12 students who were a part of my class. So all those 12 students, they entered that classroom code and they became a part of this particular class. So when you will create a new class, you will get a classroom code which you need to share with all the students to make them a part of your class. Now there's another thing which needs to be discussed over here is the settings part. So for accessing the settings of your classroom or for changing the settings of your classroom, you need to go to the settings tab. So this is the name of my class. If in case I want to change the name of the class, I can do it from here. This is my classroom code, which is going to be shared with my students. Now this is important. When I was discussing about the stream tab, I specifically said that for my students, I have kept it open. That means my students can post as well as my students can comment also. If you want to stop your students from posting, so you can select this particular option saying that students can only comment, or if you don't want the students to post a comment, you want only the teachers to post and comment, so you can select this thing from here that only the teachers can post or comment. So from the settings option, you can select that who all are allowed to stream inside your Google Classroom. Now there is a meet option also there. So if in case you want that these meet options should be visible to the students, so you can click on this visible option. So this meet option is going to be visible. For the timing I have not activated for my students. Now this is the grading window. This is the most important part. For the timing, I have created two grade categories. One is the classroom interaction on the basis of the assignments which are being submitted by my students. I'll show you that tab also. So I have created one grade category as classroom interaction, in which I'll give marks depending upon the assignments submitted by the students, and another is regularity. So I am keeping a track of the attendance of all my students. So I'll give them marks in this regularity category. If in case you want to add any new grade category, you can always choose it from here. So let's say I'll enter a new grade category as assignment submission. So in this grade category, whatever marks you want to assign, so let's say I've given 5 marks, so I'll just put 5 over here, and I'll click on the save button. So now if I'll again move on to the settings tab, I would be able to see that now 3 grade categories are there. One is classroom interaction, another is regularity, and the third grade category that I just now created was the assignment category. So this is all about the classroom settings. Now let's move on to the next tab, that is the classwork tab. Now if you see my classwork tab, I have divided it into various topics. The first topic is their presentations. So whatever presentations were given by my students, I have put them under this presentations tab. Another tab that I have created is the study material tab. So whatever notes I wanted to share with my students, the classwork tab has to be properly organized so that the students know where to go. So I have divided my classwork tab into presentation, study material, quiz, inquiry, assignments. If you want to create any other topic, I'll tell you how you can do it. So you can create any other topic also. And when you are putting anything for the students, you can decide that it is to be placed under which topic. So if it is just a study material which has to be shared with the students, so when I click on the create button, you can see all these options. You can create assignment for the student, you can create a quiz for the student. If in case you want to create a question, so you can create a question, you can create a study materials for the student. So these are all basically the study materials that I created for the students, which I have posted under the presentations tab. You can identify through this image. So this is my presentation thing. Then I have shared study materials also with my students. So these are all study materials. This even includes my videos which I created through Google Meet. So when I was teaching my students clustering, I recorded my video, and that also I've shared with my students. So if in case they want to refer to that particular video in the future, they can always do it. Then I created a quiz for my students, so that I have placed under the quiz tab. There was a general question that I wanted to ask all my students, that if they are clear about all the 5 units. So if you see the responses of these students, see, if in case the students have given their response, so it's going to be shown as 11 turned in. One of my students has not yet responded back. So these are all the response of my students. If you can see, like one of my students is saying that she has some doubt in PageRank algorithm. So I conducted a doubt session for all of these students specifically for the PageRank algorithm. So this ways I can always share some question with the students, and the students can always respond back to those questions, right? So we will again move back to our classwork tab. Now, next thing is the assignment. So I have created 2 assignments for my students. One was the presentation topics, another is the web mining unit 5 assignment. So if I click on this particular assignment, I can see that till date only one student has attended, that has submitted this assignment. So this is Anjali Chauhan who has submitted the assignment. So when I click on this particular link, I can actually see the assignment which has been submitted by her. So this indeed is a very good thing, because if I get to see the assignment of the student, I can always evaluate it. Now these are the grades that I can give to her over here. If in case I want to post any private comment to her, I can always do that, like I did it in my previous assignment submitted by her. I really liked her assignment, so I posted that it was very well organized. Now once I'm through with the evaluation, I need to click on the return button. So this is how the various assignments submitted by the students are visible. Now I'll quickly create one for you so that all of you can see that how it is supposed to be created. So if in case I want to create some assignment for my students, I'll click on assignment. I need to enter a title for the assignment. So I'll say web mining unit 2. So through the add button, if in case I have created some file, like currently I'll just share the file that I had created for my students. It was a Word file where I was just having one question. So I can share that particular file. See, this was the question. So I can select this file from here, and then this is the most important part, that how do you want, I mean, under which category do you want it to be marked? under classroom interaction, under regularity, or under assignment. So I want it to be marked under assignment. So automatically the marks are going to get displayed, which were created by me, and plus the topic. So it will be created under assignments topic, right? So I'll simply click on assign. So if I'll now move on to my assignments tab, I would be able to see the assignments which I just now posted. So this is all about the classwork tab. The people tab talks about all the students or all the people who are the part of that particular classroom and the grades. Now, whichever assignments I have created for my students, I can always grade those assignments. So, like the presentation that I had taken for my students, that thing I've already graded. So, I gave the marks to all my students, and if I'll move on to the students tab, this is one of the students tab. So, if I'll move on to the stream, so if you see over here, see, Priyanka Gyanchandani posted a new assignment. So the assignment I just now created is now available on the students window, right? This is another assignment that I had shared with the students, so that is available for her. Plus, this is the work that has been shared by her. So if you see, I had given her marks 5 out of 5, right? So these marks are now visible to her. If I'll move on to my window and I'll see Ganika, see, these were the marks that I had given to her. And in her window, that particular presentation topic, the marks that I gave to her are visible. And plus whatever assignments I have given to her, so those assignments are visible as assigned. So this is how the classroom works. So in the stream window, I'll just revise everything. I mean, just a brief uh, vision of what all we have covered in the classroom. So through the stream window, we can actually share something with our students. So if in case you want to create some Kahoot quiz for your students, so you can always share it with your class like I did it. I created a Kahoot quiz. So see, so this thing I had shared with my students. So the moment the student will click on this link, so he will directly jump to that particular window where the Kahoot is going to be available, right? So I can share my Kahoot quiz with my students or anything else that I want to share. Under the classroom tab, I can make the assignments available for the students, or I can create some quizzes, or I can create any study materials. Under the people tab, I can see that who all are the part of my classroom. And under the grades tab, I would be able to see that what are the marks that I have given to the various students. And if in case it's an ungraded question, like this was the question that I posted to my students, but it was an ungraded thing. So under this, you can see that the students have just given in the responses, but since it is ungraded, so the marks are not getting displayed over here. So that was all about Google Classroom that I wanted to share with all of you. I hope I have made myself clear. Thank you so much for listening and for being so patient. Thank you once again.